tanan. Welcome to our program. LIMA ka GATOS KATUIG nga Pagtoo of 500 years of faith in celebration of the 500 years of Christianity that the Spaniards brought to our islands 500 years ago. Pasigi kitahan aton pag-istorya hiunong hini nga e-book, electronic book, no? From the Vatican, tikang Roma, in collaboration with the Legion Foundation. So, ini nga libro, e-book, so ibig sabihin, you don't have to buy the hard copy because it is available. Actually, there is no hard copy. It is an electronic book. It is available in the internet. No, you can download it using an app. No, Keys to Bioethics is actually an app, an application in your phone. In your phone, kay para inhit mga kabataan, mga batid gumamit it mga cellphone, may mga smartphone hira, damit mga gamit. So it is an app that provides users mga nagamit with a virtual bioethics manual. Asya ini nga Keys to Bioethics is a manual for young people, dedicated mainly to young people, para aton mga kabataan. Hirahin yan it mahilig, mga batid, siring ko pa, paggamit it cellphone, smartphone, mga apps, applications on the phone. And it is available in Italian, para mga maaram mag-Italiano, Spanish, and English, no? For most of us who speak English, madali tain gamiton, mabasa at maintindihan ini nga Keys to Bioethics, which is an application on the phone that serves as a manual for young people. And the manual consists of questions and answers. So, madali iya basahon, question and answer, diri good haglaba. Although there are paragraphs that will explain in detail hiunong hini nga mga issues and concerns nga inaatubang hitaton mga kabataan. So the manual consists of questions and answers to fundamental existential questions. The development of the human being, katawo, hito sa nga bata, dirilet katawo, kundi tikang pahit iya conception, kahimo niya. We're not going into the details of the making of a child, but the conjugal act between a man and a woman. Pero what happens, no? Pag na-fertilize egg, hit babae, hit sperm, hit lalaki, then you have the beginning of life. You have a fertilized ovum, no? Which is life. Din here, we already explained last time that that is the start of conception. Asya itinikangan, hit katawo, hit usa nga tawo. That's the beginning of life. Tinikangan hit kinabuhi, hit usa nga tawo. The moment of fertilization, han egg, han iya nanay, han sperm, han iya tatay. And then it also talks about sexuality and gender. Nako, yan na. Very popular ini nga istorya hiunong hit LGBTQ. Before an aton laihin babaroan hinaadman, aside from man and woman, may ada ta sinisiring nga bakla, tomboy, no? Pero yan na, may ada na mga in-between. May na mga in-between. Salit damo na nga mga letra. It nagde-describe, haira. May ngani sinisiri nga queer. And lately, nahibaroan ta, ang usa nga anak ni Sharon Cuneta nga former Senator Kiko Pangilinan came out nga queer kuno hiya. But then she explained that she is not a lesbian. Diri iya tomboy. Queer. So, damo lang ang mga paagi ni rin pag-describe kung ano hira, no? Pero we will find out and we will learn nga duduhala it sexes talaga, babae nga lalaki. Wala na hit iba. ngin natatawo, ito sa nga tawo, ngin na when a person comes to life, and even at the moment of conception, from the moment of conception nga dahil bisan san og pahiya ipanganak, kikitao na dahil tiyan hit nanay kung ano it iya gender, waray bata nga ipinapanganak nga tomboy, waray bata nga ipinapanganak nga ano yung bakla, no? Waray bata nga ipinapanganak nga queer. Salit, really, the argument nga damo iba-iba nga klase it gender, it tawo, has no basis, has no scientific basis, has no, there's no evidence, no, to show that. Kay the evidence shows that there are only two kinds of gender, and that is male and female. Okay, so let's be clear about this, no? Let's be clear about this. Damit nasring no, there are gendered, there are several kinds, and there are genders in between. As I said, we go to biology, we go to the facts, no? Kulawit ta it kamatuoran, kulawit ta it facts. May ada batawo nga pinapanganak nga tomboy, may batawo nga pinapanganak nga bakla, may batawo nga ipinapanganak nga queer, waray, babae la nga hinlalaki. So let's be clear about that, and let's when the ideas are clear, then we form convictions, no? Nagkakamay tayo convictions. So when people tell us, no, there are different kinds of genders. So look at science, look at the evidence, look at biology, look at the physical evidence. It shows us that there are only two kinds of gender. I cannot but overemphasize this kasi maano ba yung kundi waray ta convictions, kundi klaro ha aton ini nga duduhala it sexes, duduhala it gender, male and female, madali kita mabinserit iba nga ungod there are different kinds of gender. No. What happens, nagkakamay adahin sexual orientation, no? Ito sa nga tawo, babae man o lalaki, may ada sexual orientation. And yung normal na sexual orientation, we say normal because that's what most people experience. And aton mga kag-anak, asya nga ani kita yan nakakalibutan, dara kay normal na experience na aton mga kag-anak nga sexual orientation. And aton tatay na-attract, he was attracted to our mother, and our mother was attracted to our father, no? And they fell in love with each other, and they got married. And nagkamay ada usa nga Rowena, usa nga kun Maria, usa nga Pepe, usa nga Alan, no? Nagkamay ada kita, aani kita kalibutan dara kay normal and sexual orientation, hanaton nanay, hanaton tatay. They were attracted to the opposite sex, no? Our mother was attracted to our father, who is a male, and our father, who is a male, was attracted to our mother, who is a female. Clear, di ba? Klaro. So let's not allow ourselves to be confused by all of the noise around us. Mga no, iba-iba kami, rainbow. I mean, I love rainbows. For me, a rainbow is a sign of happiness. Human na uran, nagawa sa adlaw, salit may ada rainbow. And siringani ni Ren, istorya, di ba? Fairy tale, there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I want to find that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So that's what rainbow means to me. It's happiness. It's sunshine. And it's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Okay, so sexuality and gender, let's be clear about that. Itanim natin yan, intindihin natin ng tama, ng maayos, at itanim natin sa ating isip at sa ating puso, Did I mention yun, si Miel, yung anak nila Sharon Cuneta, nga ni Senator Kiko Pangilinan, siring niya, dire ako tomboy, dire ako lesbian, queer lang ako. And it's might just be a phase that she is going through. So, may ada sugad hit in the development of a person. May ada mga phases. But the basic things, no? The fundamental things remain. And one's sexuality, one's gender from birth is determined at birth, and it continues until one dies. So let's be clear about that. Even if some people would like to cause a lot of confusion in their wish to understand certain things that are happening to them, nga parang bakit iba ako sa iba kontra hit iba, no? But that's another thing, that's another matter, and it can be a phase also, or maybe that's your orientation, that's your sexual orientation. You're attracted to the same sex, no? But that doesn't make a male a female, and that does not make a female a male. Okay? Let's be clear about that. Paano dahil kita confused? Mahirap kasi yung confused. And then illness and death, no? All of us will get sick. Bisan nga ni baby pala, nagkakasakit na. Damo it mga kabataan nga may ada cancer, would you believe? Na nagulat nga ako, akala ko yung cancer para lang hit mga tigurang. Damo nga yan it kabataan nga may cancer. Damo it mga barubata pa, pero mga high blood. Diba? Kasi rin ko naman it high blood ka ng tigurang lang nga sakit. But some people die of a stroke, no? At a young age, kay hataas nga yan ng blood pressure. So, illness, no? Because it's part of our nature. Darahan, we go back to the first sin of our parents, the sin of our first parents, asya nga nagkamay-ada, corruption in the body, no? Asya nga nagkakasakit kita, asya nga mamamatay kita. Kay in the beginning of time, no? Let me repeat this, although we have been discussing this before, nga an aton first parents, han paghimuan aton first parents kan Adam and Eve, tinagan hirahin damo nga mga regalo natong Ginoo, kasi kay nalipay natong Ginoo pagkitahin tawo nga magtitimangno han iya creation, no? Salit pinaura, tinagan niya immortality, diri mamamatay, diri mako-corrupt, diri magkakasakit, no? Kay sakit asya dadarang hit kamatayan normally, no? Normally, but one can die from an accident and from other causes, no? Kung gintrahugan ka, ginpatay ka, no? But normally it's illness that causes death. And our first parents didn't have that. Sano hira makasala, waray hadto nira sakit, dirira magkakasakit, and in fact they were going to live forever, immortal hira, dirira mamamatay. But we know what happened. They were tempted by the devil, yung snake, who entered paradise and tempted Adam and Eve to eat the fruit of the forbidden tree, no? And because of disobedience and pride, tinadihira han prutas nga igindidire, kay gin bumaan hira han snake and devil nga hinunugad hira kan God if they eat the fruit of the forbidden tree. So, asyait nga, wala mahira tuod na natong Ginoo, no? Nga diri wala hira sugot han igintugon haira na atong Ginoo nga diri ira kumaon han prutas han forbidden tree in the Garden of Eve, no, in paradise. So there's a moral lesson there for everyone, no. Let's trust God. Sunod kita ha iya, it iya mga igin susumathaton kay para iti tatong kaupayan. So look at what happened because Adam and Eve disobeyed God. They experienced corruption in the body, nagkakasakit, and they experienced death. No, so illness and death, no, it's part of who we are, where we will get sick and we will die at one point in time or another. And it's nothing's actually death. If we understand death correctly, it's actually nothing scary. Na is nahahadlok la kita dara kay bangin makuri itak pag-agian, magkakasakit ako, makuri nga sakit, cancer for example, nga waray pa treatment up to now, there's still no cure. I mean, may mga stages of cancer nga na cure pa hiya, pero at a certain stage incurable na hiya, no, it cancer. So nahadlok kita kamatay because we don't know what will happen to us after, or because we're going to leave behind our loved ones or our life itself, no, which bisan kon imperfect it aton kinabuhi din niya kalibutan, hinigugma taliwat kay may manliwat niya kalipayan bisan ko na liwat in kabiduan, in kakurian. So yun, but if we understand death in its proper sense, no, as the key to enter heaven, kay kung diri kita mamamatay, diri kita makakakadtuhit aton final destination, which is heaven. So as I said, if we understand death properly, we should not be scared. In fact, some saints, and I know of one, Saint Josemaria, he would always consider his own death, no, because he looks forward to meeting God and spending eternity with God in heaven, with the Blessed Trinity, with God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, the Blessed Virgin Mary, Saint Joseph, all the angels, all the saints, all our loved ones who have gone ahead of us and are in heaven. Nagulat ha aton. So there's going to be a wonderful, a happy and big reunion in heaven with all our loved ones. So that's something to look forward to, di ba? But most of all, we will enjoy eternal happiness. Intungod nga kalipayan nga diri na wawara, nga diri maudong nga kalipayan, because it's a happiness for eternity. Yun yung forever nga sinisiring naton. So as I said, death is actually beautiful if we understand it as, you know, the gate, no, or the key to entering heaven. But of course, may mga requirements, no? Sa Ring Bible, we have to wear the proper garment to enter the banquet, and the proper garment is a good life, no? Maupay nga kinabuhi nga aton ginukyan din niya kalibutan, kinabuhi nga nakilalay tatong Ginoo, nahigugma haiya ngan ini nga paghigugma ipinapakita tahit aton paghigugma ngan panginano hit aton ikasitawo. So that's the requirement. That's the garment that we have to wear when we enter heaven. Because if we are not properly attired, we cannot enter heaven, unfortunately. Salit igsulot ta iton nga panapton, no, maupay nga kinabuhi nga aton ginukyan din niya kalibutan. And illness is also another thing na we don't want to get sick, di ba? We do our best, we take care of ourselves, labi na yan nga pandemic, no? Kinahanglang gud maghirot, doble, triple nga paghirot kay matapon ini nga COVID. In fact, unahan waray pa vaccine, waray pa medisina, pagtambal ini nga COVID, damo ana matay. Sanit makaharadlok liwatiya. Hadto, pero thanks be to God, darahan iya bulig ha aton nga nan aton mga pangampo, an aton mga pangadi. Nagkamaada kitahin vaccine, ngayon may tanayan na medisina, pagtambalit COVID, no? Pagtambalit COVID. And of course, yung pinaka naman talaga to stay healthy is to eat well, eat healthy food, and then sleep well, sleep at least 7 to 8 hours every night, exercise, no? So, yun talaga yung panlaban sa sakit, no? To keep ourselves healthy and fit by eating well, by sleeping well, by exercising, no? And by having a good disposition in life, no? A happy disposition in life, and we will get that from our relationship with God, no? Knowing that we have a Father who loves us so much, no? That is the biggest source of our happiness, ini nga paghigugma nga tikangit atong Ginoo. Usa nga amay nga mahigugmaon, mabuligon, mahatagon nga tanan na aadahiya. And we are all His children. We are all His children. So that's another reality, no? Makikita ta din hini nga application, that cell phone, Keys to Bioethics. It also talks about abortion and the research on stem cells. How evil abortion is, no? Because it's killing another human being. As was pointed out, labi na hini nga foundation ni Jerome Lejeune, inigod it pinakadako nga legacy, hitbugos nga humanity, to identify, or yes, to identify the period, the time, although we cannot know the exact moment, pero yung i-identify niya nga at the moment of the fertilization of the egg of the woman and the sperm of the man, then that's the start of life. Asyat ang tinikanganhan kinabuhi. Salit kun may ka-baby, may ning baby nga gindadara, bisan kung pira palit hiya ka adlaw, no? Kung na-fertilize na iton hiya, kinabuhi na iton. Nga kung pagkukuhaon nim, i-abort nim, you're killing that life, no? You're killing that life. It's not a potential life, it is already life. Di pala, and aton pala diri sigurado if it's just a few days old kung babae hiya o lalaki. But I mean, science cannot determine that yet at that moment, no? Pero yung the fact that is a living, that is a living thing, and that is human, no? Diri hiya ayam, diri ito niya I don't know, cat, no? Uding, diri iton yatot, diri niton sawa, kundi tawo iton, tawo. Kaya tikang ithin, tawo nga nanay, tawo nga tatay. So, there's no doubt, there's no question, no, that if you abort, imgindadara, didat imtiyan, at imiging buburo, didat imtiyan, pinapatay nimin usa nga tawo. Pinapatay kahin usa nga tawo. It's your body, okay? Yan yung argument, labit mga pro-choice, mga pro-abortion. Like, I have the right to my body. Oh yes, okay, you have the right to your body, but that is not your body. No? What is inside your tummy, what is inside your stomach, or your uterus ba, is not a part of your body in the sense that it is a new life, separate and distinct from your body. Kay at a certain point, ito nga bata, nga rin imutian, bisan ko niya nakuha hin pagkaon hain because ikaw inuokyan niya na, pero diri itiya technically and strictly speaking, it is a separate entity. Diri na ito niya parte in lawas. Yes. Kay maaram kita kung anit mga parte let aton lawas. Ganit usa nga tawo nga anit imutian. Diri iton parte imo lawas. May niya kalugaringon nga kinabuhi. Salit ayaw pagkuhaa, ayaw pataya. That's abortion. It's a grave sin, and under it's punishable. Intentional abortion is punishable under the revised penal code. Usa nga krimen. When we go into the details, may ada abortion nga unintended, no? Direct tinuyo, may ada daman may double effect na sinisiring, that in order to save, you are in a situation where you have to choose what to save, whether the life of the mother or the life of the child. And by saving one life, namamatay ito isa. For example, you decide to save the life of the mother. By saving the life of the mother, namamatay ang bata. Or you can also choose to save the life of the child, and in the process of saving the life of the child, the mother dies. May hit mga sugad yung situation, but they are not the normal situations, no, that we have every time manganganak ito sa nga babae. Pero nasa ring hira, ngayon, manganganak ko na ito sa nga babae. Tapos kasangkayan ng kamabayinan. Para kunuhin, itim usa nga siki, nakaapak sa graveyard, lubnganan. Because you can die from giving birth. Saludo hit mga nanay, no? We should take our hats off to all our mothers, no? For risking their lives so that we will be born. I mean, that's the love of a mother, di ba? Kadako nga paghigugma ito sa nga nanay nga andam hiya mamatay para hit iya anak. So wow, I mean, I'm speechless, and I'm in awe with the love of a mother and the sacrifice that the mother has to go through from the moment pala nga ipinapanganak kita. And atong Ginoo diri nagpapabaya, no? Atong Ginoo diri nagpapabaya. He always gives the grace para matalwas nga duha nanay nga iya iginaanak, no? And that's a normal thing that happens, di ba? Mga OB-GYN, mga nagpapaanak nga mga doktor, they know this, no? Bisan may ko nga nakilala nga OB-GYN, nanganganakan sa nga babae dito hospital hiya, nakalaira-balay, kampante hiya nga ma-deliver ang baby safely, and that the mother will also be safe. Di ba? May nanganganak direct taxi, nanganganak direct aeroplano, kay nahiaabutan ng tricycle, kay nahiaabutan. And they are safe. The mother and the child are both safe. No? But again, I take my hats off because it's a big sacrifice for a mother, no, to carry a child in her womb for 9 months and then to give birth to that child. Salit higog maatay aton mga nanay, aton mga kababayin, anya tanan mga nanay, higog maatahira ngan ipakita tahiret aton pagpasalamat han ira sakripisyo para mabuhi kita. Okay, and research on stem cells. Stem cells. Okay, there are biological, bioethical questions, no? Yung ano hit stem cells kay stem cells tikang in it kadam-an nga stem cells tikang hit tawo tikang in stem kinukuha din dahin tawo, and some of them are the aborted fetus, no? It source ini nga stem cell nga nakaka tambal hindamo nga mga sakit ngahin. If we go by, you know, life ni Juan Ponce Enrile nga hastaya na is still alive, pero na nga presidente an iyahin abtan, and now he is the chief presidential legal counsel of President Bongbong Marcos at 90 plus years old. Like, wow, walang kamatayan. So it prolongs your life. Ito nga stem cell kay na bata ka nga nahalabat im kinabuhi damo nga mga sakit it iya natatambal. But it has bioethical, no, considerations, and euthanasia and organ transplants, no. We'll be talking about them as we continue with our discussion on keys to bioethics. What is euthanasia? Assisted suicide, no? It is immoral, and it is a crime because you are also killing the person. You're killing the person. And then the organ transplants, it has its ethical considerations. But generally, organ transplant, I have a friend who is promoting, no, organ transplant. She is doctor on kidneys, no? Damat yung pasyente nga naging nahanglanhin donor for kidneys. And she's promoting it, and she discusses the ethical considerations, no? So you use the organs, mga kamamatay la nga tao, and with the consent, no, of the family, nagiging illegal ini and immoral organ transplant when it is done for monetary considerations. Iging babaligyan ni mitim organ darakay karug ni magkakwarta, no? And then or yung nakuha kahin organ didahin usa nga tawo nga kamamatay lang nga di ka nasari ditiya pamilya. So that's illegal, and that's unethical. So we don't do that, no? But organ transplant is actually a good thing, no? If done correctly, if done ethically, and if done legally. Okay, so we will stop here. Okay, the project, let me just mention this, was carried out by the dicastery for laity. It's like a committee. I look up the meaning of dicastery. It's like a committee in the Roman Curia, and for laity, family, and life, in collaboration with the Jerome Lejeune Foundation. And it was presented during the World Youth Day in Panama in 2019, before COVID. So this is the keys to bioethics, manuals for young people. So thank you again for watching our program, Lima Kagatos Katuig nga Pagtoo of 500 years of faith, in celebration of the 500 years of Christianity that the Spaniards brought to our islands 500 years ago. So take care, everyone. Bye-bye. God bless.
Diri naton pwede igwaray sa payan